Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is going to be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional. Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a BET Plus episode of Buying Panther Presents. Today we shall be discussing the riveting suspense movie Wake, a BET Plus original starring Big Murder and Angie from Harlem. And we're gonna get into all that, what we think about these characters, how they show range or not in certain cases. And what do we like about the movie? This is Kim's movie. Kim said, "I saw the trailer. David, let's check this out." I said, "Okay, Kim." So,
yeah.
Please, Kim, you brought this to us. What you got?
Well, when I saw the trailer, I thought, because it said it was a thriller, and I said, "Oh, okay, this actually looks good." You know, for BET Plus movies, because sometimes BET Plus,
Baby.
questionable. So I was like, this looks really good. Plus, I recognize her from Harlem. And so I was like, I want to see her do something completely different. Like, I don't want to see her character from Harlem, Angie. I want to see this young lady give me something that I'll actually enjoy. So, and I did. I actually enjoyed her in this. I really did. So, it was entertaining. And that's all we can ask for, right? But it was nice seeing big splash, little murder P-Valley. So I enjoy him anyway. I think he's a phenomenal actor anyway, because his personality, as far as I can tell on Instagram and Facebook and things like that, he's not what he portrays on as characters. He's not that person. So he's doing a pretty good job, So yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't like the best movie, but it was worth watching. I would say that,
I hear. I mean, to compare it to the other BET properties that we have reviewed lately, specifically that BMF movie. This movie did a much better job with club scenes. Let's just say. Oh,
the concert was really good.
I was like, it's good. They put good production value. Good production value for this movie. BET Plus can do it.
It's Tracy Edmonds. So Tracy, I think, does a little bit better than some other executive producers. And I believe one of her sons, Brandon Edmonds, he also is an executive producer. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was well put together. Stacey, first you said no. Then you said yeah. What do you think? What do you think about Wake?
It wasn't bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, this is BET Plus. I was confused in the beginning because I was like, oh no, is this like some spiritual, psychological haunting type situation going on?
You thought
because I didn't understand how narcolepsy makes you see like ghouls and goblins and shit. It was confusing to me. So I was like, oh God, we just watched The Changeling. I can't do this right now. And so I'm glad it wasn't that type of thriller suspense. So LaMarcus is just going to be like a murderous rapper for like the rest of his career. Like, what are we doing?
He went from gay murderous rapper to straight murderous rapper.
I thought when the baby mama was coming to confront him, it's like, I know you were sleeping with Tyrone. Like, what do we do? We doing this again? Like, what? I wish they would have given him a little bit more range, because he does have range, right?
Yeah.
Like emotional. And the fact that his mother was murdered and all these things, I was like, well, maybe, they would give him like some type of vulnerability, maybe, but he was like just a straight serial killer. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Strange, but okay.
This movie took too damn long to get to the point.
Wow. Okay.
Anything else, please?
why is everybody's house was so big? Like you have the nurse, and she had this huge house for just her, and I was like, why is her house so big? And like, what's her name? Sarita?
Yeah.
Like she had a big house. I was like, why are their houses so big? I don't know. I don't know why that bothered me, but it did.
A lot of house for these single people.
Right.
Even P-Mac, he's a single man with a big ass mansion. Like,
But I can see kind of like rappers have that image that they have to
Yeah.
have. But a nurse and a physics teacher?
I don't know, they balling out. I'm saying I didn't know a nurse made that kind of money. I
Nurses can make good money, but do you really need all the house? But I get this. She was married to the surgeon, so maybe she got that
Right.
from the
Right.
marriage or whatever.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go. There you go. We got into that.
Yeah.
I like to second Kim's point to see Shaniqua Shandi is her name as not Angie was a nice change of pace. And I thought the idea of a university professor who's a part-time hacker / criminal investigator would be. But we're gonna get to that hacking bullshit. We're gonna get to that
I
because
was like, huh?
I was so mad. I was like, this don't make no kind of sense, y'all. But anyway, I was like, that could be a series. Like if done properly, that could be a series. She's running around Atlanta, solving crimes and shit, and when she's not teaching and that kind of stuff, and they could really flush that out.
I actually thought of the same thing, David. I did. I thought of the same thing. Yep. Yeah.
This is that kind, like you got something. If written properly, you got like the beginning of a series, right? Like she solves the P-Mac murder, and that gets her name out there in on the internet and that kind of stuff, and then she becomes that kind of investigator, but she's not falling out,
Yeah, her and the dog.
And then the dog was the real hero. The dog was he didn't get no love. So this actually reminded me of Rear Window by Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
That started that classic. The character sees the murder, but nobody believes them. And how they investigate it. So I like that. And then I was looking up Christine Bale did a TV show similar. As long as title. The lady in the house across the street from the girl in the window.
You did, I watched that. That wasn't that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That was actually a comedy. It was like a dry,
like a parody of.
Yeah, it was a parody. Yeah.
Because I was like, they did the same thing, but this did it a lot faster. Like, let's just get to it. Like I don't.
They did it on Prime too. Prime had this show called. It was like a voyeur show.
Okay.
So all around the same time, for some reason, Netflix did it, Prime did it, and I believe Hulu had one too. And I was like, why is everybody doing the same?
It's very common. Even I was actually part of the movie Fright Night, actually, back in the day, because old boy saw the vampire, right, and nobody believed him.
Yeah,
like, I saw the woman go in and she got killed, and I'm like, this is Fright Night, like this is the same story, and I'm like, so this is what you're. Anyway, I like the idea of the movie. Eddie, that's his character name.
Yeah,
the cousin took me out of it. He's very funny, but this is not the movie for it. Like, if this is supposed to be a serious murder mystery, how are we going to get the killer?
Yeah,
he did too much. He was doing and at very serious moments. I'm like, what am I supposed to be feeling right now? Like, I'm trying to be in the moment, in the suspenseful, and he just even when he gets shot in the head.
Yeah, he was just cracking jokes. Yeah.
I was like, kill this character immediately so we can get to some drama, like some actual drama. That's what I thought. Anyway, but he was again hilarious though. If this was a comedy, he would have been perfect. I mean, this is absolutely on point because he was funny. He was funny.
Yeah.
What do you think about the best friend? Because I felt like she also should have been murdered because she just made stupid decisions like on a regular basis.
She really did. She kind of annoyed me, but she's that trope, right? There's always that pretty girl that just doesn't have common sense, right? Everybody around you is like telling you what's happening, and you're like, no. I was like, oh my God. Okay. So her getting choked, I was like, yes,
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe your dumbass learned something. And then after that, she was like, I can't call the cops because why?
Yeah, exactly.
I
That
was
made
like,
no sense.
Wait. Oh, I got it. We got I thought the plot twist was that Shanita was gonna be in love with Bran and doing all kinds of crazy stuff when she passed out. I guess.
Oh.
Oh, all right. Okay. So like the whole lesbian thing didn't go anywhere. Like I'm like, what's the point of any of this? I'm like, something like if they would have got together, that would have been something to make it relevant to the story.
Yeah, it's just something they threw in there because everybody nowadays, unfortunately, has to be a lesbian or gay.
Or it's diversity and proper representation, but make it something. If she would have fell in love with one of the big booty strippers, like that would have been something, I guess. Or
yeah, what was the unnecessary strip club scenes? Like every black movie has to have just ass.
In your face too, like literally, Stacey. It was in the camera. I was like, okay, I don't want to see this anymore. Can we move past this? Like,
where else is that supposed to be? I mean, I'm sorry.
I mean, it was just right here. It was
Not
like
in my face.
not in my face. Yeah. Okay, David, come back to us. Come back, David.
Eddie was like, you see that ass? You see that? I'm like, what are we doing, Eddie? What's the point of any of this? Like, so classic scene in all these stories that they did not do well. You're supposed to see the victim. You're supposed to know who the victim is. She gets taken into the house with PMAC. Shanita is watching this, right? And she's like, oh, I recognize the woman in the blonde wig. I saw her at the club. She was the big booty girl at the club. You tie it together. Then said big booty girl goes missing. Eddie maybe's looking for her. So when she shows up on TV, when they show her picture on TV, like, that's her. That's the one I saw.
You see her head in the trash can.
You saw a wig.
Yeah, we saw only the wig. But wasn't that scene where he was in his window and the blonde chick was like over his shoulder? Wasn't that the scene for that?
But then there was another woman doing the same thing. After said murder victim, there was another woman in another blonde wig up there. So I'm like, who is that woman?
Well, see, I thought it was all the same. My bad.
and I mean, they both look, but again, we still don't know who she is, right? And they did that very like plot convenient scene where she and Eddie are happen to be watching TV, and all of a sudden it's a news story about said dead woman's body that they found. And again, you show a picture, so at least we can see the blonde hair or something to go, that's her, right? So we know. And I'm like, what is happening? Also, she was rolling around in the blood, remember? Yeah. So when she wakes up, she's
in her hand. Yeah, remember her hand was full of blood.
Yes.
And then, but see, I wanted to know what you guys thought about that. Do you think that she really saw that, or was it a hallucination?
No,
because when she woke up, there was nothing on her hand.
That's just bad writing. Because she was there, because the whole point was that PMAC saw her, then took the bags of the dead body that he just put out there with the rest of the trash, which don't make no damn sense, and then took it to that dump and next to that grocery store or whatever. So that's what they want you to believe. He just then finally left her there and just got rid of the body parts. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, she should have been like, why am I covered in blood? And then your neighbors walk by and see you. And it's like, hey, girl, how you doing? Me and my son is going to keep on walking. It's fine. We see you sprawled out.
It could be, sometimes your neighbors have like strange behaviors. And maybe she fell asleep on the lawn before, right? Oh, they were like, oh, that's just her on the grass.
That's a conversation. That's dialogue. Like, oh, again? Yeah, I'm fine, even though she's not, because in her mind, she almost got killed by her neighbor.
Right.
Hey, girl, and just keep on walking.
Or they could have been like, oh my God, you see her laying over there? Yeah, I see her. Let's just keep walking.
Acknowledge this is not normal. Acknowledge that this is not normal, and we need to do something about this, right? Or at least, I'm like, you're doing too much. Also, our local certified hacker, Stacey, please tell me what you thought about how she gained access to the psychiatrist's video with just an email address.
And wait a minute. Also,
she could have did a brute force attempt, like if you don't have.
but how did she get to that specific
I didn't understand
video?
how she. Yeah, how did she find out the exact doctor to contact and that he recorded his sessions in what cloud? Like, how did she know any of that?
Exactly.
And
So-
she just built like a Python script to like brute force the login and extract the video. I was confused.
So so this is what so apparently she Googled PMAC, found some kind of public available article that mentioned his right. Then she somehow, by getting the email address, she compromised the email account just by having the email address. And I'm like,
You can do that.
I'm like, but you got to do something to get into the account. But then she went from the account to the person's computer, and then like,
You have the email. If they have a weak password, you can brute force the email address and get into the email. And some people store their credentials to other stuff in their email, or they use the same credentials for their email as other stuff. So if he has stuff in the cloud, let's say Dropbox, and he keeps his client videos in the cloud and he used the same credentials for his Dropbox account that he uses for his Gmail, then yeah, it's actually not that difficult.
Go, Stacey.
I was like,
Yeah.
I would have. They did it better in Ocean's 8. Like it looked more realistic. I mean, she said email, but then like she finds the one video.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird.
The patient is a
The
psychopath.
one video. Yeah, exactly. The one video where he's saying these things about him that are all negative things. I was like, wait,
You
what?
know, like most cop shows, they do like, we have all these videos and they just sit there for hours and hours and
Yeah.
they just magically find that 5-minute footage of the smoking gun kind of thing.
She's like,
But they had to keep this movie to an hour and 24 minutes, Stacey. So
and then
gotta hurry up.
wait, after finding the video, she makes no effort to show her best friend, who's like, everyone has history of maybe domestic violence. I mean, you can't just judge someone on the history of beating women. Anywho, girl, I'm about to go out on a date. She don't
His
show
baby
any.
mama just mysteriously died not too long ago, but she overdosed.
But I'm like, you don't show the video to nobody. Like, you just like, oh girl, I just think that maybe you shouldn't go talk to him. I hacked the computer. And it's like, it's not like she's trying to hide her hacking. She hacked in front of her when she figured out who lived in the house. So I'm like, what is happening? Show somebody the video. So when your friend dumbass goes out with this dude, you're like, oh, she just wants to get beat. Like that, like it's I mean, this is choices. We make choices. You know,
Yes.
And I'm like, but like that, she definitely should end up murdered in a bag. And I would have been like, yeah.
Like when he murdered the husband.
Mhm.
Yeah, when he murdered the husband, I was like, Jesus Christ. Dude was like going ballistic on husband, right?
Okay, the special effects were bothering me. And that's
Oh, that shit was terrible.
I was like,
terrible. That shit was
so the
terrible.
hole is just supposed to appear because you're not really stabbing this man. So it's
Right.
like
It was so
it's
the
bad.
club scene looked good. The club scenes look good. They look legit. But that murder scene looked absolutely terrible.
And then when he slit the throat wasn't slit. It was just bloody. Like I was
Yeah.
like,
It was just a cut. He's
Yeah.
like, we gotta get through this, right? I don't. It was bad out. I went. So was her watching screen totally destroyed? Yes.
Absolutely, it was. It absolutely was. Then all of a sudden, she had a new screen.
No,
And
remember she
everything-
was tinkering with it and she magically fixed it with what?
Exactly.
Yeah, she did tell Eddie that the new watch was too expensive. It was. I don't know, bro. I don't know what the point of the watch even was. Like you know when you're passing out, it's supposed to be like, hey, you're going to sleep. I know that because I'm here going to sleep. It wasn't like it was one of those I'm falling and I can't get up. It was just
My watch does that. If I fall or even if I hit something really hard, it'll be like, we suspect that you have a fall. Are you okay? Do you need us to call somebody?
Oh, that's nice. That's not what she had. She had Eddie for that. Also, I love how she.
He wasn't always there, though. He wasn't.
So I love how she's in the road right? She just
Yeah.
out of the shower. She has two big ass glass windows to look inside. I knew she wasn't right. She's gonna run up there, her towel. Hey, Eddie, who doesn't say anything. Let me open this thing, but you got a key. Oh my God, it's P-Mac. He's here to scare me. And then when Eddie, you hear Eddie's voice, you still look through the thing. This time though, hey,
Wait, she got all those security cameras. You don't have a doorbell that you can look and see who's at your door
no,
without
she just had-
opening the
But
door?
she had one of those. This is the thing. She had okay. So the guy Eddie had a Ring doorbell, right?
Yeah.
Which was weirdly placed on the door because it was like kind of on the side. Like normally people have it by the peephole, right, in front of your face, so you can see who's in front of you, and then the whole area, right? No, it was on the side of the door, and I was like, that's weird. And then
I thought it was on the side of the door.
huh?
Mine is on the side of the door. You still
Oh,
can see
is
who's
it?
in front
Okay.
of the door. Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine is at the peephole.
It depends on your door, I guess, because I have
Yeah,
like
it
a
could be it.
glass door,
Yeah.
so I don't.
Okay.
Well, looking at her
Doors
electronic, like you
inside.
said, she had the entire neighborhood under camera surveillance, but she has
Yeah.
doors that she opens. She has to be there to open the thing to go, oh my God, it is someone. And then she go, I'm like, you would, like you said, you think she has some kind of ring or something. So from the shower, she can go, oh, it's Eddie, or it's
Yes,
my
yes.
neighbor.
Yeah. And pretend to not be home. You know?
Right? You don't answer the door. Like, wait. I gotta get to the cops. I gotta get to the
What was that?
I was like, husband is sliced to death, and you really wrote the script that someone's cop would be like, did you have anal or vaginal? We detected some residue on his penis after all the blood, I guess. It was like, wait a minute. Where did this come from? I'm like, stop it.
That was I was cracking up. I was like, this is like probably the dumbest part of this entire movie. Like,
I have never seen something so stupid. Like this is bad. What? just to prove why we can't call the cops. And then again, when she actually does call cops, freeze, you black bastards! I'm like, I live here. I'm like, I get it. It's like, you can't call cops. They might shoot us. Let's just commit a crime by breaking into this man's house. Like, because that totally makes sense. Oh crap. Hello. Can you see me? I can't
okay, you froze for a second.
You're frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this damn thing. I am quite frozen. All right, so y'all go.
As nosy as she was, Blatant Truth said, as nosy as she was, why didn't she see someone on her roof destroying the cameras? That's true. I don't know why.
I didn't understand that scene. And then why was she trying to climb up there to see? Like, don't you have people for that?
But Stacey, she has a cousin, a full-grown man that can climb up there for her. And you mean to tell me a person who can fall asleep at any second, you're gonna get on a ladder and go up to are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, that didn't make any sense. That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like clearly you're putting your life in danger for no kind of reason.
And then she's a narcoleptic. What if she fell asleep on the ladder and just tumbled off?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. She could have fell asleep as she's going up. And you know what? How come she wasn't hurt more when she fell off that ladder? Like, she should have been, her back should have been jacked up. At least that much, right? I'm thinking.
She fell on the dog. The dog broke her fall.
I love it was the dog that came to the rescue. Like that really cracked me up.
But the dog was trying to tell her not to get up there, right? Because he's like one of those dogs for people who have like seizures and all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. And he warns her when she's about to have like an episode or whatever. But he was trying to tell her, don't go up there. That's why he was barking at her. And she's not. Why have the dog who's supposed to help you with your medical issues if you're not going to listen to it?
Why have the dog that barks when there's danger? And the dog is barking. You're sitting there looking over here like, I don't know what you're barking at, dog. Because there's a man standing right there like trying to kill you.
Exactly.
Like,
why? It was a lot. Why didn't the dog just bite the dude? Like I don't. It's like, wait a minute, he's in our house. Like I will make an effort. Like that's an attack dog at some level. Like I was like, you would think it would have been. I don't know. The dog was doing a lot. It was cute that somehow he crossed the street jumped into the friend's house, came down the stairs, and saved the day.
Yeah.
So everybody else is on the ground. But yeah, the best friend. Also, so throughout the whole movie, baby mama had a drug overdose, right? Like that's the story.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes. Okay. Yep.
Right, but by the time that P-Mac is shot,
yeah,
and Eddie is put on the gurney to be taken to the ambulance, all of a sudden we hear the background story, the news going, yes, he's now suspected in the murder of his baby mama and the murder of said husband. And I'm like, how the fuck who put all that together? Like
they skipped it. They skipped a part, in my opinion, because for one, so if she's never taken drugs, right? Which they didn't really go into that. As much the drugs they poured into that water, that was enough to kill a horse. So I'm like, why didn't someone after the autopsy say, wait a minute, I don't think she actually killed herself? Like, what is this? Like, that's too much in someone's system to, you know what I mean? And nobody did that. There was like no discussion on the family saying that she probably didn't die as a suicide. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or a drug overdose or whatever.
Why did she do that when she was pregnant?
So yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, why would she do that? Right. Yeah.
Like, how did she not taste it or something? It's just, and I thought.
Oh, wait a minute, you're breaking up now.
Oh, I'm breaking up.
David,
also?
you're breaking up. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He's been frozen for me for a while.
Okay, go ahead now. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I'm watching myself, and I can see myself in the corner, like just staring with my forehead and stuff. So anyway,
yeah.
I thought the movie was going to be more focused on like looking into her death, right? Like cops are coming to the house, they're questioning him. Oh, that's the other thing. When the cops show up to his house and they're actually there to question him about something else, he says, oh, this is here about my ex-wife, and the dog and the top cops are nodding. I'm like, you're not actually there for the ex-wife. You're there because the neighbor said that she saw somebody. That's what it is. She called the cops and be like, hey, I think my neighbor killed somebody. Opens the door and says, oh, you must be here to talk about my dead baby mama or whatever.
Yeah.
And the dog and the cop is nodding. I'm like, why are you nodding? That's not why you're there. And they just move on to the next scene. I was like, what? I was like, never mind. I was like, did he just confess? I guess. It was a lot going on. But I don't. Oh, I gotta fix this. This is okay. I'm gonna see what happens when I do this. I gotta get up out of here and try to.
Okay. Okay, so he's gone. So he's gotta put himself back in. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Blatant Truth said, was her watch screen totally destroyed but turned back on with a smooth screen? She did tell Eddie a new watch was too expensive. True. Sharita was doing too much. Very true. We already read the nosy one. When did that rap? What did it say? When did that rap admitting stuff and kicked everyone out? They may have talked to the cops.
When did that
when he was having his he was having a demo party downstairs, like a listening party downstairs.
Oh, and he kicked everybody out.
He was like the rap all of a sudden, like he was maybe confessing that he killed her, because I think he was talking about her death. I think that's what they're talking about, and they were trying to follow up on the lyrics. I think that's what he's talking about.
Oh, he did say something about her being pregnant or something, a baby mama or something like that. Yeah.
And I think that's what was referred to on that.
Okay.
I didn't. Yeah. I was like, it was. I guess, dude. Also, he was lip singing. It's like, you're an actual performer, though.
I know. I didn't like that either. I was like, what are they doing? Like, he can actually perform this.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't like that either.
That was so bad. I was like,
yeah.
Not Frank, because we see you in P Valley, bro. Like, we know you know how to perform.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, man. Anyway, it was decent to watch. It's fine. It had some plot holes. Yes.
Yeah.
And like I said, the investigation was just done too quickly, like or something.
Right. Yeah.
They solve all these random mysteries off camera with no evidence or anything else. Yeah, I don't know.
An hour and 24 minutes, David. So
They gotta get from
well.
point A to point B. They gotta get from, and then you know what? Like, how about this? You go talk to the psychiatrist. Like, if you're gonna hack this dude's computer, go talk to the psychiatrist. Hey, is there, like, why did you stop being your patient? Did you?
You can't talk to her about that.
Like, she could be like, hey, I'm a narcoleptic. Like, I'm like my own therapy, like something, just to be like, can we get some kind of something, like to make the guy.
It's patient. What is it? What is it?
Client privilege.
Yeah. Right. She wouldn't be able to do that. He can't give her any information.
Okay, leak the video. Something. Like, you got the video.
Do something. Like, leak some footage. Like, she never caught him on camera doing anything.
Oh, how about when he's staring at the camera, looking at her, looking at him? I'm like, how the fuck do you know she's looking at the camera right now? When he's sitting in the chair, like when they're having that party in the back of the yard, and she like somehow zooming in with the camera, and he's just like,
no, I think that was just for like, because it's a thriller, right? So you got to do that look.
But yeah, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, like, because the camera don't move. The camera don't move, so it's not like he saw it like go like this or some shit. I mean, he was just like staring at this camera all night until eventually she looked at me looking at her. Yeah, that's a.
But he did that look inside the limo too. After the girl, Brienne or whatever her name was, the nurse.
Yes.
He had that same exact look when he was sitting in the limo, and I was like, why is he looking like this? He's not looking at anything. Like,
oh wait. So when he actually choked the shit out of her, runs across the street to Shrita's house, right?
Yeah.
Notice that when they show the house, it's like daybreak. Like, it's like you can see like the sun is coming up just a little bit. Yeah. But then he's still sitting in the car when they come back to the car, and it's like pitch black. Like, what
That's bad editing. Bad editing.
And you to me, he just sat there in the car all night just waiting for her to go in and snitch about the fact that he just choked the shit out of her instead of going in there and murdering both of them and being done with this.
Exactly.
Like, that's what should have happened. Like, I gotta kill both of you now. And put you outside with the trash with the other woman, like I did with the wig and everything. I was like, damn it. Or when the cops show up, we see them walk through the house to try to maybe look for said mysterious dead woman. And somehow he cleaned everything up, but make an effort that, that they looked around and we didn't see anything, ma'am. Like, that's how they do these things. And she's like, no, I know he did it. I don't know. It's, damn it. All that being said, it was a good movie. It would have been better without Eddie. Without Eddie, I would have been stayed in the zone. And I'd be like, okay, this is supposed to be mystery horror or something. Something.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was entertaining. So that's my thing. So it keeps me engaged, and but it had a couple of moments as BET movies are gonna have.
Yeah.
But all in all, it was pretty good. So
I love the scene when Serena is staring at her best friend, and all of a sudden her face looks like she has like black eyes, and she's like all messed. That was so good because I was like, "Oh shit, that actually got me!" Like, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, that makeup was good too.
It was solid. Like, that makeup was pretty solid. There were some good moments. There were some good suspenseful moments in the thing. So I do give the movie credit for that. So Kim, anything else before we go?
No. I mean, I recommend it. I mean, watch. I like on a Sunday afternoon. You clean the house, made dinner. Sit down, have your dinner, and we'll just watch the movie, right? Yeah.
After watching P-Valley season 2, and you're watching Harlem season 2, then you watch this and be like, let's put these actors together. I would say.
And you gotta watch. What's that show that the light skinned girl's in?
My Wife and Kids.
No, that's when she was a child. The one with the basketball player and Lauren London.
What happened to that show? You know they canceled that show.
They should have. The way it ended, I was like, what?
When he was laying on the beach, he was at the beach, and it was the background was like a green screen.
I was like, is this Queens? Like, what am I watching? What kind of ending is this? No.
What show?
Oh God,
Oh, what,
something. Is it two can play that game or something
it
like
was
that?
something like that. But Lauren London was in this show, right? And what happened was the show was gonna come back on BET Plus, but what happened is that's when Nipsey, when COVID was happening, and then Nipsey died, right? So then they just kind of wrapped up the show,
Oh,
and the
Because
way
the
that they
whole
did
last
it was
season, I don't think she was in it, was
she
she?
was
Like
she
she was
was
on the run or
yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly. And then he decided to go with her. The husband decided to go find her because he wanted his daughter, and then they got back together. But it was so bad, like it was really bad. Yeah, the
funny
CGI
how
was terrible. Yeah,
Brienne
yeah.
ran to Sarita to tell that PMAC attacked her, but went to work and didn't mention her ex was dead.
Yeah.
That's true. Hey, girl. Oh yeah. My husband got murdered. Oh really? Yeah. I was over at the house. I had a lot of things on my
Yeah,
mind.
that was weird, right? Like she said she was back at work
Like,
because she wanted to get her mind. I was like, your husband was brutally stabbed in your house.
no, in his house. I'm like, you were about to fuck this dude. I was like, what happened? Like, you should be talking. Or why are you with this dude anyway? Like, he was cheating on you in the first place. I'm like, hey, she just that woman. She needs to be
Well, she
murdered.
was giving him a second chance. So
Bad decision. This is more bad decision. Both of them should have been killed. Both of them should have been killed that night.
yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
It solves both the murders. Like, I knew it had to be P-Mac and something.
Yeah.
The Miss Parker moment was the nurse bending over. Was so. Thank you, Marcus. Notice that you noticed that. Also with the casting, real quick, with the casting though, when we talk about this with other black movies, right? I felt like it was interesting how they casted like the more light skinned, skinnier version to be like the sex symbol. Because even P-Mac was like, "Hey, girl, you're not really my type." Like, and Eddie spent the whole movie sexually harassing Brienne, like the entire movie.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, casting. Like there's a reason why they picked her to play the friend, the pretty but somehow stupid that every man wants to fuck.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And women. Because also Sarita was like, yeah, maybe she could, maybe. And then you swipe right, we don't even know who was on her phone. Like, what app was she on? Tell me the story.
Yeah.
The focus should have been more on Little Murder's background. That's right, big murder, Marcus, big murder. And the nurse's storyline wasn't needed. That, like you said, that one made him a more compelling.
Yeah, we got like a flashback to him sitting in blood and planning to become a serial killer when he's old. Like
Stacey, are you conjuring Dexter?
It was better than New Blood, damn it. Damn that show.
Yeah.
But you're right. But like then he should have had like a history. Like if like
Stacey's right. It should have had a flashback so that we see that this is the event in his life that changed him forever, right? That gave him this mental condition that he has, right? And that would have given his character, it just would have rounded it out, right? You know, like gave us a little bit more about why he's so psycho, you know?
Yeah.
And because his dad murdered his mom, and it's somehow the mother's fault. So I have to kill all women.
Exactly. But you'd be surprised how much that happens. Like, you know, in true crime, Stacey, it's always the mom. It's always the mom's fault. It's never that dad beat the shit out of me and mom. It's always mom's fault that I am a psycho who loves to strangle women. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, this is crazy.
Well, that being said, he should have somehow not poisoned with cocaine. I guess that was cocaine. But, you know, that was kind of flimsy. Like he should have caught said baby mama like outside somewhere and choked her out to death and killed her. And then that would have been more consistent with his killing mode or something. Like we never actually got his MO on how he murdered him.
Exactly. It was Dahlia.
And I know he sprinkled enough Dahlia in her water that she conveniently died like, oh, shit. In the park.
That's why she was jerking on the ground.
Hey Kim, you know, you bring that up now. It looked like she looked like Tommy. She looked like Tommy on the ground, like just hopping, like she was busting a nut and just She's not, and that's what dude drug. He's like his manager was like, we got that new shit. Like
exactly.
From Chicago. We just got it off the internet. Actually, we found the formula on the internet. We just mixed that shit up. It's like,
that's it. That's it.
No, man, it should have been Dahlia. I was like, we never seen this drug before. It's so good. Anyway, damn it. That's a good one. Once Diggs got fired, he wasn't talking any more medicine. He wasn't taking any more medicine. All right, I get it. I don't get it.
Once Diggs got fired, he wasn't taking.
The manager. The manager. He fired the manager and everybody else. He's saying once.
Okay.
Fired, he wasn't on his medication to keep him sane. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, that's true, because he slapped the medication out of his hand, right?
That's right. And again, who prescribed it? That could have been that psychiatrist, right? Like, and they kind of tied that. DeRay obviously didn't have a script. He just winged it.
You know what, Marcus? He probably did. I wouldn't be surprised.
And he did such a good. I mean, again, the comic beat was on it. I mean, he was very good. But again, like sexual harassment is not okay. I mean, that poor woman, the whole movie, he was like, "Girl, you know you want this. Hey, girl, you know you want this." I was like, "Call the cops on him."
But they fed into it by like when she was bending over, like Marcus said, they were like lingering on her ass. I was like, "This is ridiculous.
This is not okay.
This is not okay." No.
But also, she should have worked at the club instead of being a nurse. Like that would make more sense. Like let's just bring the booty together. Like make it something to be like, I saw you at the club. Like why she? I don't know, man. Just it's not relevant. Anyway, I'm sorry. All right.
Well, you know what? I mean, I would say that it's important to kind of give women. Why are we always strippers, right? Can't we be a nurse? Can't we be a doctor? Can't we be a lawyer?
Like Kim, she should have been a doctor. Like, why did she have to be a nurse?
That's true. Yes.
And that would make more sense.
Well, her husband had to be the surgeon.
Of course. Yes.
See, and like that would, and again, that's why I like Angie, I call her now, being a professor. Like she was a college professor. Like I really truly like that. I thought that was a good change.
Yes, that was great. It was refreshing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like that. Anything else, Kim, for this lovely movie?
No, I do like one thing also, that the Sharita was a heavier set woman, and I enjoyed that they chose her to be the lead and not Brienne.
There you go.
Yes.
But which one of them had men trying to fuck them?
True.
Thank you. All right. So she was just a strong black woman who saved the day, and you know, we do that. Yeah. But I see your point. Though. Yeah, they could have cast somebody else. She did look good. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she did. I mean, she's a nice looking woman. Both of them are beautiful. So, but anyway, I enjoyed this. It was very entertaining. I do recommend it. Like I said, you're having your Sunday dinner, watch a movie, and it's a good enough movie that you'll enjoy it. So yeah, I recommend it definitely.
Watch this, not First Lady of BMF.
No, don't watch that at all. No.
They call her king, like that piece of shit. Like don't ever watch that movie. Like hate yourself if you watch that movie. Like, watch this movie.
Dog is like, yeah.
That's like, it was trash. I think Kim, till next time. All right, Stacey, this is it for the week for us. What you got?
It was a decent watch for a lazy evening. I like to watch suspense at night, so
helps you fall asleep.
Yeah, well, it adds to the suspense that is dark. So watching it in broad daylight is weird. I don't know. I just don't like doing it.
It takes you out of it. You're
like like sunlight and horror. No.
Murders come out at night. There you go. Maybe. All right. You know what we should be talking about? Tyler Perry. That's right. October 17th, we're bringing back the Oval season 5. If you love it, we love it. Stacey and I will be together talking about Bobby Bottom and Mad Max and the crew. We got Victoria, who went over a balcony and some crazy shit, fighting the second lady. They're gonna be fine.
I don't even remember the ending.
So Victoria and second lady went over the balcony. They were fighting at the White House. Mad Max and Bobby were in a cabin protecting the first son, and everybody was coming in to attack them. Kyle and crew were coming in to take them from the cabin. So I want to say that's how that worked out. Anyway, we'll get back. We'll get to all these characters. Don't worry about it. We'll get to Hunter and crew.
So Marcus said, I learned to make a makeshift taser with a cell phone and plugs. Okay, that scene where she made the taser, like she came in the door and she looked on the side table and she just miraculously found like some plugs. I was like,
wait,
those little thingies
just hanging around
at the side table. in the foyer. Like, what?
But that's awesome that they brought that full circle. Like that was so random, but I like the idea that they brought that full circle. I did like that. But it was I'm not saying it wasn't random. I'm saying
it was random as
it was random as fuck. But like they're like, hey, don't forget that she never did anything back in school. She never went back to school.
where's her students? Like
how you paying your bills, girl? Stop being a detective and hacking shit. Do some classes. One of her students should have got killed. Oh, that's what should have happened. One of her students should have got killed by PMAC, and that would have tied the whole school angle together. But that would have been something. Anyway, all right, see, whoa. She actually can act. They have her acting clownish on Harlem. Yes, that's true. That is true. She was a caricature, and we did talk about that. Anyway, Stacey, I'll see you for Tyler Perry. Thank you. All right, y'all. Thank you very much, Marcus. Everybody who commented, we love y'all. Appreciate you. Again, we got Tyler Perry coming back. Stacey and I are gonna work through that. We got Force. We got Loki. We got Generation V. So we got a lot more content coming for you in the future. We got Brass Reeves, something like that. So we got the Cowboy show coming. And a la carte. Kim and I are gonna be doing a la carte season 2 this weekend. So we got that coming. So yeah, we got some All Black. I gotta get that app back for some reason. All right. Until next time, my friends. I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoyed the view very much.
I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You'll be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go ahead?
Oh shit.
Stacey, do your thing. Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just gonna end this broadcast and say bye.